Good evening and welcome to McAllen ISD. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of University Interscholastic League.
Regardless of the outcome of this game, all the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence.
We ask that, as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, and athletes have put forth.
The officials for this event have been mutually agreed upon by school officials from both schools. Their role is not unlike those of players, coaches, teachers, and administrators.
Without them, this event would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game.
We ask you, as students, parents, and citizens, to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility.
This means that you as a fan
Should not criticize the players on either team.
should not boo the officials,
Shall not have alcohol beverages on public school grounds. This is a violation of state law.
Should be courteous to the visiting fans.
Should cheer for your team.
and should show respect for injured players on both teams.
Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
Hello everyone. On behalf of our school board and our McAllen ISD families, I want to welcome all of you to McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. Thank you for supporting our sporting events in our public schools. Your energy and your passion is what drives our student athletes to excel on the field. Enjoy the game and best of luck to both teams. Thank you.
And welcome to another edition of Football Night in McAllen ISD. It's the La Jolla Juarez Lincoln Huskies and the McAllen High Bulldogs, and it's the district opener for both teams in District 16 5A Division 1. We'll get to more about football in a moment, but now our national anthem. We've got the color guard out there. We've got the mariachi quartet that's going to be playing the national anthem here in just a few seconds. And we'll be ready to play some football right after that. And here we go. Very excellent job there by the quartet from the Mackay Mariachi Oro. State champions last year, Mario, and they are also 8-time state champions over the course of their over the last 11 years. So just amazing group, isn't it? Yeah, trophies. Yeah. And tonight we've got Mackay taking on the Juarez Lincoln Huskies. Tell us about your keys to the game. All right, and earlier this week, we talked to the leading tackler for Mackay, Oliver Schwartz, who is a linebacker for the Mackay Bulldogs, and we'll take a look at and hear what he had to say at practice this week.
I'm Oliver Schwartz, and I play linebacker for the McAllen High School Bulldogs.
Here's another running play.
And my responsibilities are to stop the run and make sure the whole D-line is doing the right job and the whole field is doing the right job. We're pretty much the quarterbacks of the defense.
Wants to throw, being chased by Schwartz.
During Eddie Howe Elsa, they were doing a lot of outside runs. We stopped the run through the middle, so they were pushing to the outside, and we had strong safeties to stop all the runs.
Good open field tackle there by Juarez.
My favorite part of the game is probably the physicality aspect of it, or the brotherhood. When I first got into football, I was in 6th grade, and I loved scoring touchdowns and tackling people, and I loved it a lot. I was playing the perfect tackling technique. Keep your head up, your body square, and keep your feet running through the tackle, through contact. After graduation, my plans are hopefully going to Texas A&M and majoring in construction science.
Teams have run out onto the field, just about ready to begin here. It's McAllen who will be wearing gold pants and the gold jerseys tonight with the purple numerals against the white and red La Joya Juarez Lincoln Huskies. Taking a look at our starters for tonight, we see the quarterback, McCoy Woltolf, and then Hunter Morley, who's the running back, leading rusher for the team. And then they've got 4 receivers, all of them very good. Cinco Jones, Finn Henderson, Albert Aleman, and Talon Garcia. Henderson being the leading receiver on the team. And then the offensive line, we have Brian Bazan, Corbin Guerrero, Diego Villegas is the center, Matthew Guetta, the left guard, and left tackle, Adam Gonzalez. And then looking at our defense, we've got a 4-man front of Mason Briones, Fletcher Frisbee as twin brother Cash Frisbee, and then in between is Sam Heffley. Then the linebackers, 2 linebackers in Schwartz, who we just saw, and Brian Pettis. And then the 5-man secondary, which includes Aiden Ayala and Alex Corpus at the corners, the safeties Elijah Schwartz and Pablo De La Rosa, and then the rover Riley Owsley doing the coin toss. Now let's take a look at our player to watch from this game. It's running back Hunter Morley. Morley's the leading rusher for the team. And we see him a little bit in the pregame warm-ups there. Morley has a couple of touchdowns this season. We'll look to him to carry the ball again here tonight. And we do have the visiting player, also the running back, in Gabriel Aleman, number 21 right there in the middle of your screen. He's the second leading rusher on the team behind their quarterback, who is John Menchaca. And Aleman, we'll see him get some carries tonight. They also like to throw to him out of the backfield. And we've got the coin toss going on now.
Has won the toss and deferred to the second half. There will be kicking to the south. Juarez Lincoln, well received. Gentlemen, good luck. Safe ball game.
And it looks like Juarez Lincoln will be receiving. McAllen did win the toss, but elected to receive the ball to start the second half. You can see the captains there for McAllen High School, and Schwartz, Henderson, De La Rosa, Woltolf, Villegas, the center, and Frisbee. We're all set, ready to begin. It'll be the McAllen Bulldogs to kick it off here and get things started. There we see Coach Patrick Shelby in his 7th year as head coach of the Bulldogs. They missed the playoffs last year just by a whisker and looking to get back into the show this season. So they lost out on a tiebreaker with 2 other teams, Palmview and the Mission Eagles. Juarez Lincoln did not make the playoffs last year. In fact, they struggled to, I think, a 1-9 record, and they're looking for bigger and better things this year under their head coach, Daniel Cortez. Let's go and look at our officials now. And we got our officials here in Esteban Martinez, Eloy Martinez, John Bettis, Alberto Garcia, the line judge. Back judge is Mark Resendez, field judge Oscar Salinas, and the side judge Felipe Duran. It's a nice group there. And back to receive for the Huskies, we see Hector Lopez, who's a junior running back. McAllen ready to kick it off. This will be Cash Caceres, the senior kicker, number 30 right there. And here we go. We're underway in this district regular season match. It goes out of bounds. This will come out to the 30-yard line. And the Huskies will be in good field position. This, by the way, the 50th season here at DQ Fan Field.
Out of bounds.
Opened up as McAllen Memorial Stadium.
Plays at 30-yard line. First down.
McAllen Memorial Stadium back in 1976, and now in its 50th year. A lot of memories here, a lot of graduations, homecoming kings and queens have been crowned here. We'll have that here tonight for MacI. They'll announce the homecoming king and queen at halftime. And we're ready to begin here. And there we see a close-up of Alaman. And La Jolla will be starting at their 30-yard line here in the very first play. Wrapped up and tackled. It's a handoff to Alaman and a tackle there by the defensive lineman, Sam Heffley. Comes in for his third tackle of the season. This tackle for loss right here. And I see a loss of 4 yards on the very first play. MacAi's defense playing pretty well. They had that opening season loss to Los Fresnos. Since then, they haven't given up more than 10 points in a game on victories over PSJA Memorial and Ed Cal Chelsea. So second down and 14. Handoff. No, Menchaca keeps it this time. And Menchaca is across the 30 up to the 31-yard line and pick up a 5.
That's a good 5 yards. You want to pick up every time you try to run the ball. Makes it a 3rd and 9, though. So it's a tough situation, Mark, anytime you're in a 3rd and long, especially if you haven't had success in the air. And we'll see what the Huskies decide to try to do.
And I think we may have a different quarterback. And just check the number here when they come out. Now it looks like number 5 at quarterback is Leo Elizondo. So Menchaca not in the starting lineup here tonight. And this will be Elizondo in the shotgun. Back to throw. Now it's got plenty of running room on 3rd down. Is hit and still fighting, and on second effort, looks like he may have picked up the first down here for the Huskies.
Nicely done by the quarterback. He spotted a big opening to the right side, and also he did a good job of avoiding the defender. Could have stopped him short of the first down, but he avoided the tackles and got that extra 3 yards for a first down. That is Leo Elizondo.
Yeah, so a new set of downs here for the Huskies. Picked up 11 yards there on 3rd down and 4. Here's a handoff. Trying to bounce this one outside. That's Alaman, who's able to pick up a couple of yards before he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Two-yard pickup, so second down and 8. Just over 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Huskies on their opening possession. Huskies 0-3 this season. They've dropped games to Brownsville Lopez, Donna North, and Edinburgh Economides. Elizondo wants to throw, breaks a tackle in the backfield, takes off running, crosses the 45 up to about the 47-yard line before he's wrestled out of bounds by David Mercado, a defensive back. There we saw Mercado. Yeah, 3rd down and 5 now. They converted on 3rd and 4 a moment ago. Handoff, Alaman on 3rd down, and it's going to be well short. Needed 5 yards and barely got across the line of scrimmage. And it'll bring up 4th down. Punter is Miguel Garza. You see Alaman in the gun. And Garza with no pressure. Of course, the play was blown dead. And we'll see what that was about. Usually against the offense on something like that. Yeah, I think you're right.
Timeout.
The timeout was called.
Lincoln Juarez.
No penalty there, but
That's
a timeout.
the first timeout of this half.
And we'll take a break. 0-0 our score. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
In South Texas, we know family is everything. That's why at South Texas Health System Clinics, we focus on providing exceptional care for generations of patients. Our family practices offer a wide range of services for every member of your family, from infants to seniors. Our experienced physicians take the time to listen and provide personalized care, ensuring the health and well-being of your family for years to come. At South Texas Health System Clinics, we're dedicated to keeping families healthy and happy. We're here for you every step of the way.
And welcome back. Football Night at McAllen ISD. Mark May with Mario Reyna. It's our 18th year to be bringing you games on the World Wide Web. We're happy to do it. Here's the punt formation for the Huskies. Gonna punt this one high. Looks like it'll be caught at about the 17-yard line. Little bit of a wall there at the 30, and then up to the 33-yard line on the return there. And that return man was Elijah Schwartz, who also plays safety on the team, the brother of Oliver Schwartz, who was our player in our player profile earlier. Tackle on the play made by Alan Cerda. And now Mackay will have its first possession.
And so far, the Mackay offense has done a wonderful job in the first 3 games.
Yeah, offensively, they've been lighting it up. They're averaging 38.7 points a game. Their lowest output this season has been 28. And in motion, that was Delan Garcia. Here's a pass caught by Cinco Jones, breaks a tackle, has the first down.
That's nothing fancy on that one, just a quick drop back, and you try to put the ball in your playmakers, and Cinco Jones is definitely that. He came in here with 7 receptions for 80 yards.
Yeah, I believe actually that was Finn Henderson instead of Cinco Jones. I was wrong initially, but here on 1st and 10, they hand this off. Here's Morley, and Morley has a first down, turns his way all the way to the 40-yard line.
Boy, that's a dream for a running back when you're running. Take a look at the replay. There was nobody around. Great job by the offensive line. And Morley, coming into this game as a leading rusher, came in with 24 attempts with 180 yards.
So another first down for Mackay. Send a man in motion. That's Alaman, the junior. He'll set up in the slot on the near side. So 4 receivers in the pattern. Here comes the blitz. And they've got him. It's going to be a loss as Woltoff got sacked there on a delayed blitz.
Orlando Martinez came in there on a delayed blitz, and I think Woltoff underestimated the speed. He knew he was coming, but he's usually able to get away, but not this time. That's a big loss. Good defensive play puts him at a 2nd and 17.
Good sportsmanship there. We saw that Martinez, after sacking the quarterback, helped him back up. 2nd down and 17 now. Under 5.5 to play in the first quarter. Bulldogs on the move, play action. This is caught. This is Cinco Jones. His first catch, breaks a tackle across the 40 and still cranking his legs down to near the 36-yard line.
Cinco didn't want to go down yards after contact. He should have been brought down, but gained about 4 extra yards. Mark, the Bulldogs, they have 9 different players that have caught a pass so far this season.
Yeah, they do like to spread it around. And now at the 36, facing a 3rd and 6. The pistol formation. Woltoff being chased, and he's going to get sacked again. got sandwiched between a couple of defenders. Ernesto Rodriguez was there along with Hector Perez, and the Bulldogs will now have to punt.
So here in this first possession, you see what the Huskies defensive coaches are trying to do. They're not going to be just staying back. They're going to try to do the most, everything they can do to put pressure on the Bulldogs. On a 4th and 12, 13, they're going to go for it.
You're right, they are going for this. 4th and 13. Woltoff back to throw, has plenty of time. Going long, left side man is open. Oh, and it's tipped and intercepted. Tipped and intercepted by the Huskies. Eventually caught by Gerardo Garza.
And Mark, that's football. You go from 6 points that, Finn Henderson is a real sure-handed. He's usually going to catch that ball, but it just didn't happen on that one. And it ends up as an interception. A real nice pass by Woltoff. There you go.
Yeah, and his momentum carried him into the end zone, which means a touchback. Sometimes people might think that's a safety. If they should catch it or intercept it, say, outside the 5-yard line, and then eventually get tackled in the end zone, that could end up as a safety. But in this case, comes out to the 20, and the Huskies have their second possession with 3:54.
That was a beautiful route run there by Henderson.
The ball comes loose on first down. A loss of a yard. I believe the Huskies got it back.
Those are the little things, Mark, that Coach Daniel Cortez, it hurts his team. They don't have the type of team that can overcome turnovers or miscues. So it's kind of like you're giving away a play, and you cannot afford to do that. So now it's 2nd and 10.
Second down, 10. 4-man defensive front. Elizondo to throw is too high. And maybe that was for the best, as there was a host of Bulldogs coming through there. It was intended for Ricardo Flores.
And I think the defender for the Bulldogs, he didn't expect the ball to be overthrown. If he would have been ready, he might have gotten that interception. There goes the ball. And the defender was kind of falling down there. Looked like number 3 for the Bulldogs, Alejandro Corpus.
Yeah, 3rd down and 10 now for the Huskies. Just over 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Bulldogs will come out with a 3-4 formation. 3 receivers in the pattern. Elizondo back to throw, going long, right side, incomplete. And it'll bring up 4th down. It was a pass intended for Sebastian Lopez, the senior receiver.
Good job by Aiden Ayala. He was there. There was no way that ball was going to be completed.
So he'll bring out the punting unit once again. It'll be Miguel Garza to punt. Little bit of pressure. This one's going to be short, but returnable. Bulldogs have it at their 41. And maybe a yard there after it was a good open field tackle there by Damian Castaneda for the Huskies. Number 81 right there trotting off the field.
And it's a good thing that he did get that tackle, because it looked like Frisbee might have had an opportunity to get some good yardage.
There is a flag down way over where the tackle was made. I'm wondering, it might be a face mask or something.
Personal foul. Face mask. Number 17. 15 yards from the end of the run. First down.
So that'll be against the Bulldogs.
Pretty nice punt.
Yeah, that's going to really add another 15 yards here, all the way back to the 27. McAllen will start from there with 2:45 to go in quarter number one. McAllen's second possession. Last possession came within an eyelash of getting a touchdown to Finn Henderson. But instead it was an intercept by the Huskies. Here's a handoff to Morley, his second carry, and this is another first down for him, still turning all the way across the 40 up to the 45-yard line, and a gain of 18 yards.
And that's what Hunter Morley does for you. One of the things he does when he gets the ball, he looks for an open hole, and he just keeps his legs going, and all of a sudden that open hole comes out, and he goes through it.
Yeah, Morley came in with 178 yards. Should be over 200 now for the season after these two carries. And here's his third carry, and another huge hole. And look at him take off. He's at the 20, at the 10, and it's a touchdown for the Bulldogs. Hunter Morley with a 55-yard jaunt for a touchdown.
And Hunter Morley gets credit for that touchdown. But let's not forget that in the middle, Diego Villegas, and then his left guard and right guard, Adam Gonzalez and Matthew Guerra, did a wonderful job of opening up a big, big hole.
6-0 Bulldogs. It's the hold by Henderson. Cáceres with the kick. And it is good. And the Bulldogs lead at 7-0 with 2:08 left in quarter number one. And time now for the Smile Cam.
And with that extra point, Cáceres is now 16 out of 16, mark 100%. So tonight it's homecoming night.
Yep, homecoming. So you know there's a extra pep in their step for all the players and all the students and faculty, and of course, so happy to salute all the past classes here. It's a class of 86, 96, 06, and 16. And of course, they go further back, 76, 66, and so on. McAllen began in 1909, which is actually 6 years before there was a school district here. Here's Cáceres with the kick. Short kick fielded at the 20-yard line by Ricardo Flores, and he's across the 30 to about the 31 before he's brought down by a couple of Bulldogs, including Simon Pardo.
Pardo doing a good job. It was basically an open field tackle for Pardo.
Take another look at the touchdown here. It's a two-play, 73-yard drive, 2 carries by Morley, including this beauty right here.
See how big the hole was, Mark?
It's untouched.
He almost had the hash mark to the hash mark.
It's unusual to go untouched up through the middle. Usually that happens around one sideline or the other.
Well, that's what happens when you have a passing attack. You don't know what to defend sometimes.
Morley's third touchdown of the year. 1st and 10 at the 31 here for the Huskies. And ball comes loose on first down. Bulldogs think they have it, and they do. And the Bulldogs come away with a turnover here. It's recovered by the defensive lineman, Marco Palacios.
Palacios being very alert. I'm sure the first time there was a fumble, he remembers that it could happen again, and it's just a bad communication between the center and the quarterback.
1:58 to go in the quarter, and the Bulldogs in excellent field position at the Husky 31-yard line. Bulldogs 2-1, Huskies 0-3. Bulldogs with the 7-0 lead. Maybe trying to add to it here as Woltoff has time. Man is covered, now finds someone, and it's caught by Cinco Jones over on the sideline. Great job of keeping his feet in.
And Mark, that's coaching right there.
Holding on the offense, number 61.
So it's coming
10 yards.
back. But Mark, that's real
Repeat
nice
first down.
coaching. The receiver took off, ran his route, was not open, and Wotroff, he scrambles, and he knew where to throw the ball because his receiver came back to get the ball. And that's something you practice.
Yeah, worth taking a look at there again. Good route running, but yeah, coming back with the 5-yard penalty.
That kind of play is almost you can't defend.
And the Bulldogs in a first and 20 situation now. There's a handoff, Morley. And Morley up to the 34-yard line.
And this is what makes Hunter Morley a pretty good running back, Mark. His ability to get yards after contact. Good job by Woltoff to avoid a fumble. He got hit once, twice, keeps moving. You better hang on to him. You know what he can do with the ball.
So a second down and about 13 now. Woltoff wants to throw, is going to be sacked. And again, the pass rush of the Huskies continues to be formidable. As this time, the sack is made by Giovanni Garcia.
What happens there, Mark, sometimes some of the patterns that the receivers have to run downfield, sometimes it needs a little bit more time. But Woltoff did not get that time, and luckily for him and the Bulldogs, he did not fumble.
Third down and 20 now. Might be 2-down territory. Alaman in motion. And here comes the blitz again, throwing left side. A flag is down, and Henderson unable to bring it in. And it might be fourth down, pending what the flag is about.
We'll take a look at what referee Martinez has to say.
Offside. Defense. Number 95. 5-yard penalty. Repeat third down.
So the Bulldogs get a freebie right there. And on the last play, Henderson did something a lot of receivers do. They try to run upfield before they catch the ball. And he's talking to himself. You watch what he'll do for the rest of the game, Mark.
So third down and 15 now instead of third down and 20. Oh, and the snap gets away from Woltoff. Picks it up. Still looking downfield. Throws. It's caught. Inside the 30, down to the 25-yard line. Just be about 3 yards shy of the first down as the quarter comes to a close. It's caught by Morley.
And you can say, Mark, what you usually say about the lemonade. What is that? Looks like a broken play.
Oh, yeah. They turned lemon here into lemonade.
Hey, I like that. I like that. Yeah. Pretty nice play, actually. He did not panic.
Yeah, gained 11 yards. And it'll be fourth down and about 3 when we come back. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD. 7-0 our score.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow,
creating more jobs
and more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And here we are at DQ Fan Field. You can see a sea of purple there on the home side tonight for homecoming. 7-0 our score. Hunter Morley with a 55-yard run is the difference right now. And here are the Bulldogs on fourth down and 3. Going to throw this to Morley. He's hit. Ball comes loose. Ball is still loose, and I think the Bulldogs recovered. Or they're going to say a man was down, that the Huskies recovered. And that he was down by contact. And they're going to spot the ball at about the 17-yard line in Husky territory.
I think what the officials are talking about is, I don't know if you can fumble the ball forward.
It didn't look like anybody had possession until Henderson fell on it at the end of the play. Yeah, I think you're right, Mario. I think because it was a fourth down, The only person who could advance the football is the man who fumbled it. And so when Henderson recovered, it actually came back to the spot of the fumble, which was short of the first down.
So the Huskies do a good job of getting a big stop. They don't want to go down too early. We talked about that as one of our keys to the game, early lead, who was going to control the game.
Yeah, and here on first down, they're going to fake the handoff. Elizondo trying to go around the left side. Fools several defenders, but doesn't fool the rover. Riley Owsley comes up to make the tackle, and Owsley now with his 24th tackle of the season, one of the team leaders.
That's something defensive coordinator Frank Frentz is very happy about, that the Bulldogs love that team defense. Lots of times you have a bunch of Bulldogs that are hawking the ball and they're in on the tackle.
So after the Bulldogs turn it over on downs, it's now 2nd and 12 here for the Huskies. Going to throw deep left side. And a flag comes down, and this will be an automatic first down.
2 flags. Anytime you get 2 officials throwing the flag on the same play, it's probably a no-doubter. Little defensive pass interference.
That'll be the automatic first down.
Pass interference on the defense. Number 3, 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
You can see it was intended for Sebastian Lopez, 88.
And that's why being a defensive back is so hard, Mark. Everybody takes a look at you on those throwing passes.
And first down at the 31. Huskies hand this off, trying to turn that corner, unable to do so. And it's going to be no gain there for Hector Lopez. Several Bulldogs on the stop, including Owsley once again, and also Roberto Martinez.
Simon Pardo was also in there. And of course, like always, Oliver Schwartz.
Yeah, he's everywhere. Came in leading the team with 40 tackles, and no one else on the team has 30. Give you an idea of how involved he is on almost every play. So 2nd down, 11 now. They're at the Husky 30. And this play blown dead.
Timeout. Juarez Lincoln. That's the second timeout of this half.
A timeout called by Juarez Lincoln. And we'll take a break. Juarez Lincoln down to 1 timeout here with over 10 minutes to go in the first half. 7-0 Bulldogs. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
The McAllen Education Foundation proudly supports teachers.
Since 1996, the foundation has funded innovative teacher grants worth more than $550,000.
And benefited close to 60,000 of our students.
These grants allow us to explore our imaginations and open new worlds for our students.
They raise funds by hosting a bowling tournament and helping with the superintendent's golf tournament.
And we appreciate those sponsors who'd made it happen.
You can help too by donating at the McAllen Education Foundation website.
Thank you, McAllen Education Foundation, for all that you do.
And welcome back. See the members of the Husky band. I think most of them are down on the field getting ready for halftime. Few of them working, fine-tuning their instruments. And here's Elizondo on 2nd and 11, scrambling, and now is able to pick up some good yardage. He'll bring up 3rd and about 5 now for the Huskies.
And right there in that play, Mark, it gives you an indication why Elizondo is the quarterback. He seemed like he was going to get sacked right there, and he kept his feet moving and avoided a 5-yard loss and turned it into about an 8-yard gain. So it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Huskies.
Huskies on third down, 1 for 3. Here they go on 3rd and 5. Going to fire this out and nearly picked off. Would have been a touchdown for Cash Frisbee. He had both hands on it.
I think Cash Frisbee, as you can take a look at him, Mark, he was shaking his head. He's going to probably never forget the fact that he had an opportunity for a pick six on homecoming night.
See, Frisbee plenty tall enough. Actually
credit.
had to kind of bend his knees to get under that.
And he read it. He read it. So give him credit for reading the play. And did an excellent job, but at least it will force a punt.
This will be the 3rd punt for the Huskies. And putting on some pressure, it's blocked. And I think that was Frisbee. It's going to be picked up at the 15 and run in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Bulldogs. It's Hayden Helgeson who increases the lead for the Bulldogs.
Helgeson at the right place at the right time, but who does he have to buy a burger for or something? Did you say who was the one that blocked it, Mark?
That was Frisbee.
Frisbee came back and made up for the last play.
Yeah, we'll take another look on the replay, but yeah, I believe it was Frisbee. Frisbee came crashing in there. And here's Cash Caceres about to attempt the extra point.
He's perfect so far, Mark.
Extra point up and good. It's 14-0 now. Bulldogs in front. They get a defensive touchdown. 2nd week in a row they've got a defensive score. I think it was Frisbee, 94, who blocked it. Then it was scooped up by number 15 at the 15-yard line. And Helgeson goes into the end zone for a 14-0 lead.
2 great back-to-back plays by Frisbee. Almost had the interception, and then he gets that block punt.
Yeah, good point, Mario. Let's take a break. 14-0 our score, and you're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
The Sames Back to School sale is your perfect way to win. 6 weeks of perfect attendance earns students a chance to win a new car from Sames. And any student gets $500 off MSRP at Sames McAllen Ford or always online at SamesMcAllenFord.com. Drive local, drive Sames.
All right, welcome back. Mark May with Mario Reyna. Bulldogs up by 2 touchdowns now. On this homecoming night. And Cash Gossett is about to kick off. See, back to receive was Ricardo Flores. And here's the kick. Looks like it'll be Flores from his 5-yard line. Or correction, that's Lopez. Sebastian Lopez on the return. And out near the 30-yard line.
That was 9 minutes to go. Just down 14-0. If the Huskies want to stay in this game and make it interesting, this might be one of the opportunities they have to make something happen.
As we look at the replay, you can see he was bounced out of bounds by Mackay's Blake Shelby. So 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line here for the Huskies. Huskies have been able to move the football, but unable to generate a long scoring drive as Alaman carries it for about 3 yards. Up to the 32 to be 2nd down.
And on the tackle right there, number 48, doing a good job. Mason Briones, and of course Oliver Schwartz was there to assist. A couple of other Bulldogs helping out. Colton Garcia.
So 2nd and 7 now for the Huskies. Here's a blitz here. Elizondo able to get it off and almost intercepted. It falls incomplete. But nearly a pick there for the Bulldogs, Alex Corpus.
And Corpus was right there at the right place, did everything
Hurdle
he
foul.
had to do.
On the defense.
And I liked his
Number
aggressiveness.
54.
He went
Hands
for
to
the
face.
ball.
15 yards, automatic first down.
And we had a penalty mark that's going to be giving the Huskies a first down. It could have been a late hit. You take a look at the replay. Alejandro Corpus defending. And you can see his facial expression that he felt he should have gotten the interception, but it would not have counted.
Yeah, big penalty there, 15 yards. And here's a handoff up the middle. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, still fighting though, and they blow it dead. A lot of Bulldogs in there on Alaman,
Yes.
including 42, Colton Garcia. I think Owsley was in there again as well, number 23.
Yeah, Owsley always does a good job, the junior defensive back. Actually, at that play, you'd have about 6 or 7 Bulldogs that will get an assist on that. They all get credit for the tackle. Too many to mention. And you know, defensive coordinator Frank France has to like that. Him and his assistant coaches, Beto, Fuentes, Cerda.
Buckeye fans getting into it. Alaman, handoff, and he is forced back. That was a Frisbee in there on that tackle. I think also in there was his brother Fletcher Frisbee, and Brian Pettis was in there too, the linebacker.
A bunch of them in there on that one.
Oliver Schwartz in there. And they held him to no gain. So now it's 3rd and 10.
And
Huskies
this is
1
not
for
the
4.
down the Huskies like to be in. They're not a passing team, so exactly where the Bulldog defense wants to be.
Elizondo back to throw. Pocket collapsing, but taking off now. A couple of markers there actually to catch him, but he's very close to a first down. About the 47-yard line. Or excuse me, the 43-yard line in Bulldog territory.
Give him credit, he got the first down, Mark. Leo Elizondo looking very impressive. He's a junior. But that one, you just got to say, his effort got him a first down, and lack of execution on the Bulldog defense. The tackling was not there like it needs to be.
Yeah, I got exactly 10 yards on 3rd and 10. Huskies in Bulldog territory now at the 43, just past the halfway point of the second quarter. Wraparound draw to Alaman, and Alaman is hit by a couple of Bulldogs before he's brought down. Schwartz in there on the tackle, Briones as well, and Pettis.
Well, the Huskies took over this possession. It was about 9 minutes to go, and now it's at the 5:40 mark. Those first downs are very, very important. That helps keep the Bulldog offense on the sideline, and it gives the Huskies a little bit of momentum on their side, all those first downs that they desperately needed.
Yeah, 2nd down and 9. Yeah, the drive will be more than 4 minutes old after this play. Shotgun snap, Elizondo running out of time, wants to run it now, and here's Schwartz, comes up out of nowhere and wraps him down.
And those are the plays that you want your defensive leader to make. You can have all the stats, but you got to make those plays that prevent big plays from happening. And that's what Schwartz did. That's why he's a very good linebacker. He's very quick, got to the quarterback in a hurry.
See Coach Shelby. Sure he was appreciated that last play by Schwartz. 3rd down and 9 now. You see Elizondo. Elizondo, I believe, making the start tonight for the Huskies. And on 3rd down, unable to go anywhere.
They were on him right away, led by Stafford Ibarra, and also in there was Pablo de la Rosa. I mean, that happened quick. The protection collapsed right away.
Yeah, it collapsed quickly. Lost 2 yards there. Goes from 3rd and 9 to 4th and 11. And we see Miguel Garza in there to punt for what would be the 4th time. Now had it blocked last time. Bulldogs again apply pressure, but he gets this one off. It's going to take a bounce about the 20-yard line. It'll go out at the 22-yard line, and the Bulldogs will start from there. So a drive that went 4.5 minutes ends with no points here for the Huskies. You can do the fan cam now.
Everything was looking good for the Huskies until they just did block. Bulldogs all over them.
And we see the quarterback, Woltoff, keeping it himself on 1st down. Got good yardage, 9 yards of pickup to the 31. Second down and 1 now. And here's Morley. Had a great lead block there. The offensive line crosses the 35 up to the 37-yard line, and it's a 1st down.
Morley continues to run in a nice way, finding the holes and just going forward. With 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go, 3 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout, plenty of time.
Yeah, and here's a big run here. This is the quarterback keeping it. Woltoff breaks a tackle and crosses into Husky territory, and it's another set of downs here for the Bulldogs.
That's what makes Woltoff such a dangerous quarterback. He is a dual threat. Not only do we know he's got a great arm, but he's got the good legs. He's quick, fast. He's a good runner. Found some openings.
That puts the Bulldogs over 100 yards rushing. We're in Husky territory at the 46-yard line. Here's Morley. Sweep to the right. Has 3 blockers in front of him. Now picks up a 1st down. And all the way down near the 30-yard line for about a 16-yard run.
Tremendous blocking on the right side by the Bulldog offensive line. But the running of Morley, he's so patient. Look at him, Mark, just taking his time, letting his offensive linemen get the blocks for a big gain.
17-yard pickup. Here's a flanker screen. This is Henderson. Catches it, breaks a tackle, and it goes into the end zone. This sliced into the end zone from 29 yards out, and Henderson has put the Bulldogs up 20-0.
And that's what I talked about, Mark, when he had those 2 that he usually catches. He didn't. I said, don't worry about it. He will come back, and he'll make something positive happen.
2-minute timeout. 2-minute timeout. After.
We're at the 2-minute mark, are we? Yes.
Yes, we are. 1:56 to go here in the second quarter. We'll keep it here. We'll do the main event fan of the game. Main event fan of the game is from the Bulldog class of 1986, Jesse Doria. This Jesse Doria right there in the center. You see our chief of police on the left there, Chief Silva. Then our Mr. Garcia, our CEO for business operations with the B on his cap. We've got Dr. Camacho from Human Resources, the MAC principal, Ms. Friedland. And then, of course, stepping in there is our superintendent, Dr. Rene Gutierrez. Some other administrative officials there with our fan of the game, Miss Jesse Doria.
Congratulations, Jesse Doria. Look at Dr. Canales with that nice shirt there. I wonder where he got that shirt, Dr. Canales, Mark.
Oh, yeah, former principal there on the right. And, of course, Dr. Gutierrez would have been classmates with Doria. He was a class of 83.
Awesome. Awesome.
He would have been a senior her freshman year.
Homegrown, Dr. Gutierrez. You know where he went to elementary school? Do you, Mark?
Cáceres. Oh, yes, I do. Go ahead and tell everyone.
I love it. Zavala Elementary. That's where I spent 22 years of my teaching career at Zavala Elementary.
All right, we'll take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD. Bulldogs up 21-0. McAllen ISD is a state A-rated district for the 2025-26 school year. Not only that, but each high school also earned an A. 17 schools in all across McAllen ISD. McAllen ISD, we are all in. And we're back, 21-0 our score. We'll take another look at the touchdown now. Finn Henderson will catch a flanker screen over here on the left side. So he picked up a couple of good blocks and then raced into the end zone from 29 yards out. And the Bulldogs have their third score of the half. Bulldogs with 7 first downs and 3 touchdowns.
How long did that, how much time did that take, Mark? About a minute and a half?
Minute 38. Their time of possession. Here's the kick return is muffed and picked up. Trying to get around to the left side. Picking up some space there. Is able to turn the corner a little bit for a tackle on the play made by Santiago Izaguirre. The return man was Hector Lopez.
Hector did a good job of getting something out of nothing on that one.
You can see they muffed it initially, and then Lopez picks it up. It's amazing what goes through your mind when there's a loose ball and you're trying to pick it up, and for some reason you tend to squeeze too hard because of your adrenaline, and that causes the ball to squeeze out of your hands, and then you can hear the huffing and puffing of the defense racing down the field coming after you.
Yes, sir. And the Huskies need to get at least a first down here. They can't give the ball back to the Bulldog offense, especially how it's operating right now.
Huskies have 1 timeout to work with as they hand this off. We're under 2 minutes. This is Lopez. Fights his way up for about 4.
So important for the Huskies to get a first down because the Bulldogs do have 3 timeouts and they can still get the ball back.
By the way, we appreciate Main Event for sponsoring our fan of the game. They do that at every Bulldogs, Mustangs, and Warriors home game. Just under a minute to go. 2nd down and 5. Going to throw this one long, and this is caught in bounds, taken off at the 40. Now down near inside the 30-yard line. A big play there by Sebastian Lopez.
Good job.
Biggest play of the night for the Huskies.
Yeah, big play. Best play so far on the offensive side. A well-thrown ball. He is kind of a tall receiver. After the catch, he just took off and got another 8 to 10 yards, and now the Huskies are on the Bulldog 27-yard line with 1 timeout.
39 yards on that pass and run, all the way down to the McAllen 27. Clock running at 30 seconds. Huskies have only 1 timeout in their pocket. Elizondo fakes the handoff, is going to keep it, breaks a tackle, and fights his way up to about the 22, a gain of 5, but it cost him a lot of time.
The clock is running with 10 seconds to go. They're going to have to call a timeout.
Yeah, they have to use their last timeout here, it looks like. And the clock is stopped with 2 seconds left in the half.
I would assume that Coach is
we're going to go ahead and take a quick break.
Is going to probably try to get himself 3 points on the board.
Here on Football Night in McAllen ISD. McAllen ISD's 2025 Superintendent Scholarship Golf Tournament was a huge success. More than $68,000 was raised for student scholarships. We want to thank everyone who contributed and be on the lookout for this year's event coming this spring. McAllen ISD, we are all in. And welcome back here on Football Night. McAllen ISD, Mark May with Mario Reyna, the rest of our award-winning MITV broadcast crew. It's been all Bulldogs so far, but the Huskies have a chance here with 2 seconds left. And see, the sun hasn't quite yet set in that western sky.
That was a nice shot.
Yeah, it was well framed. And now they're going to line up for the field goal. This will be from 39 yards inside the hash, and they have trouble with the snap. And the tackle is made, and that'll do it for the half. So the Huskies unable to execute on the field goal try. And the players are still out there for a moment. We'll see what this is about. We had offside called on the Bulldogs. So they'll get one untimed down here.
So that gives the Huskies another opportunity. See if they can get themselves at least 3 points on the board, something positive going into halftime.
Yeah, that'll make it a 34-yard attempt. And here's a good snap, the good hold. Kick is plenty long enough, and it is good. And so at the very last play of the first half, the Huskies grab some momentum here. Some applause from their fans. And it's 21-3 here at the break. We're going to have a look at the Huskies marching band, followed by the Bulldogs band, and then, of course, the homecoming king and queen ceremony. And all that coming up here at halftime. Right now, our score 21-3 Bulldogs. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
In South Texas, we know family is everything. That's why at South Texas Health System Clinics, we focus on providing exceptional care for generations of patients. Our family practices offer a wide range of services for every member of your family, from infants to seniors. Our experienced physicians take the time to listen and provide personalized care, ensuring the health and well-being of your family for years to come. At South Texas Health System Clinics, we're dedicated to keeping families healthy and happy. We are here for you every step of the way.
Now here are the Silver Stars dance team of La Joya, Juarez Lincoln.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the heart of La Joya ISD, Juarez Lincoln High proudly presents for your halftime entertainment, the Mighty Huskies Silver Stars.
Are you eating dinner?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now entering the field, the La Joya Independent School District is proud to present the heart of the pack, the award-winning Juarez Lincoln High School Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Eric Fabela and Yadira Castañón. Congratulations to Students of the Week. Rookie of the Week is David Resendiz. Veteran of the Week is Maite Alvarado. Guard of the Week is Azul Rojas. And the Section of the Week is the Tubas. Congratulations and keep up the great work. Tonight, the band will perform a portion of their 2025 UIL marching production entitled Secret Society. Musical selections include Rise Like a Phoenix by Patulka, Zukovsky, Moss, and Mason, The Death Hunt from On Dangerous Ground by Bernard Herrmann. Casablanca Suite by Max Steiner. Chinatown by Jerry Goldsmith. Scene du Amor by Sarah Brightman. And Prelude from The Man Who Knew Too Much by Bernard Herrmann. Act 1, The Unseen Order. Act 2, The Hand That Guides. Act 3, Eyes in the Dark. Act 4, In the Crosshairs. Featured soloists are Mia Hernandez, Kevin Camarillo, Emily Urbina, Cassandra Perez, Brianna Sanchez, Alvaro Garza, and Maite Alvarado. And now, sit back and enjoy the sights and sounds of the Juarez Lincoln High School Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the Juarez Lincoln High School Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Director of Bands, Mrs. Zinaia Montemayor Banda, assisted by Mr. Josh Rodriguez, Mr. Rudy Hernandez, Mr. Jesse Olivares, and Mrs. Samantha Farias. The Husky Band would like to thank the parents, family, and friends of all our amazing students for your continued support of the Heart of the Pack. Thank you, good night, and go Huskies!
Mic test, mic test. Check, check, mic test.
No, send it because the kids didn't hear it. I'm going to play for them.
Let's start moving this way. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. McAllen High School proudly presents the pride of McAllen, the Mackay Battling Bulldog Marching Band. The Mackay Band directors are Noel de la Cruz, Sarah Canning, George Sanchez, Victor Casas, and Christopher Cruz. Drum majors for the Mackay Band are Esteban Garcia, Kayla Mendez, and Sienna Abrego. Color Guard Student of the Week is Jackie Chavez. Band Students of the Week are Jacob Elizondo and Joaquin Coronado and Angelo Perez. The Section of the Week is the Drum Majors. At this time, the Mackay Band is proud to announce the Band Sweetheart and Bow for this year. Tonight's presentation is being done by Mr. Ralph Garcia. The Band Sweetheart and Bow for this year are Elizette Jimenez and John Rodriguez. The McAllen High School Student Council welcomes you to the 2026 Homecoming Halftime Festivities. Student Council President and Vice President are President Gabriel Martinez and Vice President Alexia Rubalcabo. This year, we are celebrating the years ending in 6. Let us welcome back the Mackay alumni. From the class of 2016, Alexandra Canchola, escorted by Damon Lozoya.
From the class of 2006, we have Crystal Reina Science, escorted by David Science. From the class of 1996, we have Edna Hernandez, escorted by Pete Garcia. From the class of 1986, we have Mrs. Ronnie Garcia Garza, homecoming queen, and escorted by Mr. Ray Mata. From the class of 1976, we have Mrs. Zulema Perez Olivares, escorted by Greg Post. From the class of 1966, we have Mrs. Pat Browning Fletcher, escorted by Mrs. Rita K. Roney, homecoming queen.
Thank you for the class of 1966. This is Aziz Joshari welcoming all of you all to this homecoming festivity. We'd like to honor Rita K. Robertson Roney. Today is her birthday. Everybody sing happy birthday to Rita K. Roney. We also want to thank Bobby and Dana Hale Cantu. Today is their wedding anniversary. Welcome to the class of 66. Go Bulldogs!
Let's give these exits a hearty welcome back to McAllen High School. It is a great honor to present this year's homecoming Dukes and Duchess. Representing the freshman class is the freshman Duchess, Scarlett Swanson. She is escorted by freshman Duke, Brian Wilkins. Representing the sophomore class is sophomore Duchess Jade August, and she is escorted by sophomore Duke Vince Guerra. Representing the junior class is junior Duchess Shayla Reyes. She is escorted by junior Duke Riley Owsley. The senior homecoming Duchesses for the class of 2026 are Jody Langoni, escorted by her parents Marcelo and Judy Langoni. We have Sienna Molinado and her parents, Bob Molinado and Megan Molinado. And we have Alexa Fernandez, escorted by her parents, Felix Fernandez and Samantha Leon. I introduce to you the senior homecoming Dukes for the class of 2026. We have Pablo de la Rosa, escorted by his mother, Olivia de la Rosa. We have McCoy Woltoff, escorted by his parents, Matt Woltoff and Luzianne Woltoff. And we have Talon Garcia escorted by his parents, Steven Garcia and Summer Garcia. This year's homecoming queen and king will be crowned by Principal Stephanie Friedland. And now the moment we have been waiting for, the homecoming queen and king for the class of 2026 is McCoy Woltoff and Sienna Molinaro. Let's give all these participants of this year's homecoming festivities a round of applause as they leave the field. We hope you have enjoyed this evening as well as this week's homecoming festivities. And now, would you please stand and join the Mackay Band with the traditional spelling of Mackay. M C H I Mackay Bulldogs are the best. Please join the Mackay Band after the game. They will be performing their halftime show.
Test.
Here come the little Bulldogs. How about a hand for a little Bulldog?
So how do you do it again?
For just $30, your child can become a little Bulldog. They receive a t-shirt and free admission to each Bulldog home game. To join, contact the McAllen High Booster Club or see their representative by the breezeway on the north end of the bleachers. Our halftime show has been brought to you by Zambrano Law Firm.
All right, here we go with the second half. Just a few moments away, you can see Coach Shelby giving some last-moment instructions here to his team. Bulldogs leading at 21-3, and they'll receive to start the second half. And Huskies had a nice little run there at the end, didn't they, Mario, where they were able to pick up that field goal?
They did, and even the possession before that, they drove and it stalled, and boy, this offense for the Bulldogs, they put it on real quickly. And boy, who was the homecoming queen, Mark?
Oh, yeah, we had the quarterback, McCoy Wiltoff, and also Sienna Molinaro. Congratulations to them. I'm sure a night they'll never forget. And there's our score right now. The first downs, you can see 7-4 in favor of the Bulldogs. Rushing yards, 123-36. The passing yards, almost 2-1 in favor of the Bulldogs, and more than 2-1 in favor of the Bulldogs as far as total yards goes. And you see the penalties were light, one turnover that was on the Bulldogs. And the third downs is going to go into the end zone. It's going to be ruled a touchback. Nearly went out, but it didn't. And it'll come out to the 20-yard line for the Bulldogs. Or excuse me, the 25-yard line.
And with a score 21-0, the Bulldogs, they just cannot afford to start taking it easy, Mark, because they got to keep this this flow that they have, the rhythm, especially on both sides, the offense and defense. They just got to keep going, Mark, because you don't want to get sloppy, and then you got your next game. Who do they play next, do you know?
That'll be here next week against Edinburgh Vela.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be a tall order.
Yeah.
Two real good teams going up against each other there, two solid programs. But first things first, we got the second half of this game as Morley gets the handoff, and he's had nothing but daylight all evening. Has a touchdown and now has about an 8-yard pickup here. They'll bring up second and short.
Morley continues to run hard.
And here's Morley again, bounces outside, picks up the first down, and goes across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. Another gain of 8 on the play, and a new set of downs here for Mackay.
The Bulldogs seem to be going and working on their rhythm. It's a hurry-up offense. You never know when you might need that hurry-up offense later on in the season.
Another run as we go back to live action. This catch by Cinco Jones. And Jones able to run it up across the 45 up to about the 48-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play.
I think the strategy here, Mark, is the coaching staff for the Bulldogs. They don't want the Bulldog offense to just relax.
Second down and 4. Man goes in motion. That's Blake Shelby. Sets up at the wing on the left side. They got 3 receivers to the left. Waltoff looking right, though, and this is caught by Jones. And Jones is going to be wrapped up near the first down marker.
So back in our years, Mark, when we're in high school, how would you or I like to have been the starting quarterback, and then at halftime you're crowned the king? Man, that is...
It's the epitome, isn't it?
Yeah, I envy quarterback Waltoff.
And here on 1st and 10, Waltoff throws this. Man open, it's Garcia. His 3rd catch of the season, first of the game, and has a first down to the 30-yard line.
Also, once again, quarterback Waltoff displaying his athletic ability on that little short rollout to the left side, and then he puts it right on the money.
Olthoff, high snap. Here's flanker screen. This is Shelby. Shelby breaks the tackle. Cross the 20, is still going and bounced out of bounds near the 10-yard line.
Good job by Shelby after he caught the ball. He made a good decision and he ran to the right side and gained it looks about another 10 yards.
Looking to see if there's a flag down.
On the offense, number 5.
Yes, sir, it is. Good call, Mark.
10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
Yeah, they didn't move the chains. I didn't see a flag, but it indicated that there must be a penalty of some sort if the chains weren't moving. So this becomes a 1st and 4. It's kind of an odd situation because it was a spot foul in the hold. And here's a direct snap. Woltoff wants to keep it, and it's going to be thrown down for a loss, but a flag comes down right there at the tackle.
Could be a face mask. Or throwing down the quarterback.
Yeah, it could be a roughing or maybe a face mask. I didn't quite see which.
Offsides on the defense. Number 95. Holding on the offense. Number 79.
And the Bulldog offset. So
repeat first down.
Nothing ever happened.
Okay, stays 1st and 4 as there's offsetting penalties. 3 receivers to the left, and it's handoff Morley going right. Cuts inside. It's going to be about 2 yards short. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's give credit on the tackle here for the Huskies, number 67, Giovanni Garcia, hanging on to Morley's leg. Morley should have 100 yards, no, Mark?
Yeah, they have 141 yards total. Yeah, he has the bulk of that. And here's Woltoff on 2nd and 2. It's caught. This is Henderson. Henderson racing up the middle, has a seam and a touchdown. Henderson into the end zone for his 2nd score of the night. '75-yard scoring drive and a 22-yard scoring catch by Henderson.
That was pretty cool, Mark. I mean, that's what you want to do.
On the offense, number 9.
But unfortunately, guess what? We have another holding, and that was going to be one of Henderson's kind of like a highlight reel. But because after he caught it, very impressive how quick he is.
Yeah, that was Henderson's. Would have been his 2nd touchdown catch, but it's negated by a holding penalty. Still a 1st down, though, at the 12-yard line. And there's a sweep left. This is Morley trying to turn the corner, unable to do so, and he'll lose a yard.
Orlando Martinez, very nicely done as a linebacker came in quickly before Henderson, Morley had an opportunity to get himself going forward. So it makes it a 2nd and about 11?
Mm-hmm. Eight and a half to go in the 3rd quarter. Morley next to Woltoff. Morley will provide a block as Woltoff is going to run it at the 10 and knocked out of bounds around the 5-yard line. And that'll be about 3rd and 2.
You know what you're doing as an offensive coordinator, Philip Romero, you're throwing all kinds of plays out there. So you know that the Vela coaching staff, they're looking at this game. So you just want to throw a lot of plays out there, make it difficult for them to prepare for the Bulldog offense.
Bulldog offense has been just a juggernaut as of late, averaging almost 39 points this season. Garcia goes in motion, 3 receivers to the right. Woltoff looking left, though, throws into the end zone. It's caught, it's a touchdown, and it's Finn Henderson now with his 2nd touchdown catch of the night. Henderson, not to be denied, catches a 22-yarder that's negated to a holding penalty. And then a few plays later, catches a 5-yarder for the touchdown.
What makes Henderson such a tough to defend is the fact that his footwork is so good that he runs very good patterns.
So it's an 11-play, 75-yard drive as Cáceres with the extra point try is good. And it's McAllen 28, Juarez Lincoln 3 with 8:04 to play here in the third quarter. Another look at the score. A bullet pass there from Woltoff, and Henderson with the catch. 28-3 Bulldogs. This is football night in McAllen ISD.
The Seams Back to School sale is your perfect way to win. 6 weeks of perfect attendance earn students a chance to win a new car from Seams. And any student gets $500 off MSRP at Seams McAllen Ford or always online at SeamsMcAllenFord.com. Drive local, drive Seams.
And welcome back here on football night in McAllen ISD. Mark May with Mario Reyna, 28-3 our score. Bulldogs on top. Cáceres to kick off. Field at the 9-yard line. This is Lopez trying to get to the far side. Picks up some blocks. And it's knocked down at about the 27-yard line. Might be a little shaken up.
Once again, you know who was on the tackle was Cinco Jones playing on the special teams. And Mark, that's good strategy by Coach Shelby. They're up 21-3. The players, you know, you have a tendency to think like, hey, we got this game. But they went into the hurry-up offense. That's what they did. They didn't allow for the offense to relax and take it easy. Like, we're going to run down the clock, get a couple of first downs. So that was very impressive how quickly they got downfield, what, in about 4 minutes?
Yeah, just almost 4 minutes.
And very balanced.
That scoring drive.
Very balanced attack here. A couple of runs by Morley, and even Woltoff took off, and then the passing. But Finn Henderson, combination of Finn Henderson and Cinco Jones and the rest of the receivers, that's a pretty potent crop of receivers on the Bulldog side.
The officials timeout at the moment. They're about ready to resume action here. This will be the Huskies' first possession here in the second half. So we're held to 75 yards of offense in the first half. New quarterback in there. That's number 21, Gabriel Aleman, the running back. Or excuse me, he was lined up as a running back. And it was Elizondo still in there, quarterback. My mistake. You see it was a handoff to Aleman. Picked up no yards. It'd be 2nd and 10.
And the Huskies did experience some positive plays in the first half, but the problem was it was just not consistent. They'd have 2 good plays and then a bad play and put themselves in a terrible situation. But if they can get a couple of first downs, they'll bring some of the momentum back to their side.
It's Elizondo back to throw. Over the middle, man is open and caught, but what an open field tackle there. Pablo De La Rosa, the safety, making a big-time tackle on Ricardo Flores. Look at this again.
He did a good job, Mark, because he could have gotten more yards if he would have gone around. But look who was right there in the neighborhood. Oliver Schwartz.
Yeah, Schwartz was a nice hurdle job there, too, after De La Rosa's tackle. 6.5 to go here in the third. I think they got officially 1 yard on that last play. Huskies 2 for 6 on third down, and here's Frisbee driving in and makes the sack on Elizondo. And Frisbee just crashed in there and sacked him way back at the 23-yard line, a loss of 5.
Frisbee and Schwartz are becoming a real good 1-2 combination on defense.
Just past the halfway point of the third quarter. We've got a 4th and 14. They've got a punting unit out there. It's the 5th punt by the Huskies. This will take a huge Mackay bounce. Be killed right around the 41-yard line in Husky territory. So Mackay have excellent field position here with 5:29 to play in quarter number 3. You can hear that Mackay drum line. It's playing right now all throughout this quarter. There they are right there. Meandering their way through the track. You see the cheerleaders there.
Everybody having a great time here on homecoming night.
So 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs at the Husky 42. They'll hand this off. New running back in there. They bring it across the 40 up to about the 37-yard line. That was Alfredo De Leon, the sophomore running back. De Leon came in with modest yards, but had 38 yards on 7 carries, averaging about 5.5 a carry.
And with the score 28-3, this is where Coach Shelby gives other players an opportunity to show what they got.
And this pass is caught by Henderson, but he steps out of bounds trying to evade the tackler. And is down around the 28-yard line after a gain of 9.
And you know, it's a long season, Mark, so this is where you give other players an opportunity to shine, because you never know when you might need other players to step up when starters get hurt.
Another first down for the Bulldogs. It's a sweep to the left. This is De Leon. Makes a little move at the 20 and may have enough for the first down.
And if De Leon continues to run like this, they're definitely going to give him more touches. He did a good job of following his big offensive lineman there, who did a great job of blocking for him, and that was number 78, Corbin Guerrero.
4.5 left in the third quarter. Waltoff wants to throw, looking toward the end zone, and incomplete, intended for Garcia. That'll bring up second down.
You know, all night long, the offensive line for the Bulldogs doing a good job of protecting Waltoff, but anytime you roll out, it's hard to get him. On that one, I noticed number 61, Andrew Saldana, sophomore, doing a good job of blocking, number 61, along with number 79, Matthew Guerra. Big guy, hard to push him around.
You see Morley back in the game now next to Waltoff. It's going to hand off to Morley. Has some blocks. Near a first down. Bring up 3rd and short.
And most of the night, the push by the offensive line has been pretty good for the Bulldogs. Diego Villegas, number 64. Also in the offensive line dominating. I do believe 61's dad is the PE coach at Gonzalez Elementary, John Saldana.
And here's Morley. Morley with the surge all the way to the 1-yard line and picks up the first down to be 1st and goal after a gain of 8.
What a combination, Mark, when you have an offensive line that's blocking the way they are, and then you have a runner like Morley and a quarterback that's a dual threat. It's going to be a nightmare for some of the defensive coordinators in this district to stop this offensive line, this offensive unit. What would you call on a 1st and 1, Mark?
I would hand it off to Morley.
There you go.
That guy right there.
Right there. He's tough.
He's got 1 score tonight. Only three-man defensive front here, and they give it to Morley, wide open, and in for the touchdown. And Morley with his second touchdown of the night puts the Bulldogs up 34-3.
Once again, that offensive line just dominating. I know there's some couple of maybe reserves playing with this unit, but it's a tough offensive line. And when they play Vela, Mark, there's a lot of friends. I know, remember the coach Ernie Alonso was a defensive coordinator here at McAllen. So he's good friends with Coach Shelby.
Here's the extra point try by Cáceres. He remains perfect, 5 for 5, and it's 35-3.
Cáceres remains perfect for the season.
That's true. Perfect on his extra point tries. The Mackay cheerleaders.
Award-winning, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've competed at the national level a number of times. Under Coach Cassandra Clemens. I think they're doing the smile cam right now.
Good times out here in McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium, DQ Fan Field. Lots of fun, lots of energy. I like that right there. 2026 Sasha.
A lot of fans here tonight.
So do you believe a lot of the Mackay graduates, they feel that they are the only high school in McAllen, no? Because they were the original.
Sure some of them feel that way, yes.
How do you feel about that, Mark? Aren't you a McAllen Memorial grad? I know my wife graduated from McAllen High School back in 1981. Shout out to Regina Reina.
Yeah, wish her a happy homecoming as well. Here's Cáceres, going to pop this one short. And this is going to come loose, but I think recovered by the Huskies at the 42-yard line. So Huskies will have good field position here. 3:15 to go. Well, now that I work for the district, I like all the teams.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Mark, you better watch what you're saying. Now we do. We know that we love our three high schools. And when they play each other, we just root for a good game, good play, and best luck for everyone. And over the years, boy, they've provided great entertainment for all of us.
Mm-hmm. See Schwartz calling the defensive signals here, and a big hole here for the quarterback, Elizondo. And Elizondo races for a first down and is into Bulldog territory. About the Bulldog 44.
You know, last week in the elevator down here, Mark, I bumped into, and this name rings a bell, Mackay graduate. You remember Nick Garza?
Oh, yes, yes.
You remember the play, the one you called on that touchdown at the end when they thought the McAllen Memorial Mustangs had the victory?
I still remember that. That was 2009.
Unbelievable.
One of the most incredible games I've ever seen on any level.
Well, that's the beauty of high school sports, that you love seeing these kids when they're out here, and then all of a sudden now they're adults and they're successful adults. Beautiful.
Here's Aleman. Aleman on the sweep is close to a first down, picks up 9 yards. Jan Garza now an assistant coach. He's in the booth next to us, as a matter of fact.
Exactly.
Scoring 5 touchdowns that night. I think it was his birthday as well. It was just a perfect storm of events for the Garza family.
Mm-hmm. Gabriel Leman, you know, that's why he's a running back. He's doing a good job, but it's just one of these things that the Huskies need to learn how to keep it consistent, kind of like the Bulldog offense. Very consistent, not many penalties, no turnovers.
Here we see Elizondo. He's going to throw this one. I think it might have been tipped at the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be ruled incomplete pass. And that'll bring third down now. Or it's 2nd and 1, sitting pretty now. 3rd and 1. A little bit more dangerous. Oh yeah, it was a nice anticipation there. I think it was a blitzing linebacker who got a piece of that. Elizondo on 3rd and 1. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and picks up a first down.
Good job of landing forward. And then the tackle was Marco Palacios, a sophomore defensive end.
Palacios in there along with Hayden Helgeson, who had a touchdown earlier in this game off a blocked punt by Cash Frisbee. .105 to go in the third. Alaman crosses the 30 to about the 29-yard line. .35 seconds left in the quarter. Huskies on the move here. Their next game, they'll be taking on another McAllen school, Nicky Rowe, next week. That'll be here in McAllen. We'll have that game for you. Now a timeout is called.
Timeout. Juarez Lincoln. That's the first timeout of the second half.
Timeout on the field, 35-3 is our score. 15 seconds left in the third quarter.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And back here at DQ Fan Field, you see the Mac High drumline's been going steadily since halftime. Played at halftime and then, of course, throughout the third quarter. And now 2nd down and 6 here for the Huskies. Could be the last play of the third quarter. Man goes in motion. Now play is bone dead. It's going to be a false start against the Huskies.
False start on the offense.
Well, that's the story
74.
of the night for the Huskies. Little plays like that, lack of execution, hurts their opportunities. From a 2nd and 6, you go to, a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, 2nd and 11 now makes it realistically now 2 downs to get your first down.
Mark, I wanted to ask you a question on that game that you were the play-by-play guy when it was 80-0. How did you maintain yourself there in the fourth quarter?
Oh, you're talking about the Vaqueros?
Yes, the Vaqueros.
Yeah, the new college
80-0.
team. The Vaqueros have just been off to an amazing start. 3-0 in the new program's history. 2nd and 11 as Elizondo winds up and fires deep. Jump ball, and it's caught at the 10. And down at the 6 is Sebastian Lopez.
How did he catch that one? It was just simply Elizondo wanted it more. Give him credit. He's still working hard.
That's the end of the quarter. And the Huskies knocking on the door as we head to the fourth quarter. In a moment, they've got a 1st and goal situation set up. So after 3, it's Mackay 35, La Jolla Juarez Lincoln 3. And we'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this.
The McAllen Education Foundation proudly supports teachers.
Since 1996, the foundation has funded innovative teacher grants worth more than $550,000
and benefited close to 60,000 of our students.
These grants allow us to explore our imaginations and open new worlds for our students.
They raise funds by hosting a bowling tournament and helping with the superintendent's golf tournament.
And we appreciate those sponsors who'd made it happen.
You can help too by donating at the McAllen Education Foundation website.
Thank you, McAllen Education Foundation, for all that you do.
And welcome back here on Football Night in McAllen ISD. 35-3 our score, starting the fourth quarter. And the Huskies have a first and goal at the McAllen 6. Now fake the handoff, and here's Elizondo trying to turn the corner, breaks a tackle, breaks another, and breaks the plane of the end zone for the touchdown. And Juarez Lincoln, after being shut out last week, they lost to Economides 41-0, but now they have 10 points or almost 10 points on the board.
And I'm happy for quarterback Leo Elizondo. He's worked hard all night long. He was determined to get into the end zone, good blocking on the right side, and a well-deserved touchdown for Elizondo.
It's the extra point try. Dylan Lopez at the kick, and it's up, and it is good. 35-10 our score. 6 seconds elapsed in the fourth quarter. That was a 58-yard scoring drive. Take another look at the touchdown here. Elizondo faked it to Alaman and then ran it in.
Good block of field. Did you see that, Mark?
Yeah,
Number
that was
21,
Alaman.
Gabriel Alaman, helping out his buddy. He worked hard all night.
7-play, 58-yard drive. 35-10 our score. McAllen in front. We'll be right back. The national rankings for the best high schools in America are in, and all 5 McAllen ISD high schools are on it. This is the 11th straight year our high schools have made the list, published by U.S. News and World Report. Congratulations to all 5. McAllen ISD, we are all in. There's our score, 35-10. That last scoring drive by the Huskies went 58 yards in 7 plays. Remember, after the short kickoff attempt. Now McAllen will get it back here with 11:54 to play in the game. Next week, McAllen takes on Edinburgh Vella. Juarez Lincoln takes on Nicky Rowe. Here's the catch. This is Henderson at his 4-yard line. Has room at the 25, breaks a tackle. Now he's at the 40. Still going down the sideline, turning on the afterburners. And Henderson has the touchdown, 96 yards. And the Bulldogs go up 41-10.
Henderson, man, he's got that instinct, that will to always go for that touchdown. And we talked about it, Mark, when he had that drop, 2 drops. We knew what to expect from him, that he was going to come back and make up for it, and he has, hasn't he?
And McAllen, certainly a lot to celebrate. Going to have a great look at the touchdown again on the replay in a moment at a different angle. Here's Henderson, who is the holder as well. And Cáceres with the extra point try is good. It's 42-10 with 11:41 to play in the fourth quarter. Here's another look at the touchdown. An isolation replay here on Henderson.
Look at him looking up for the hole, Mark. And right there, he made his decision to go right, breaks the tackle.
That was Owsley with the big block there.
And after that, it's just forget about it.
So the kicker was the last man chasing him down, and Henderson with his 3rd touchdown of the night. 42-10, Bulldogs on top. 96 yards. Gossett is 6 for 6 on his extra point tries.
You know, getting back to the Edinburgh Vela game, as we take a look at the next games here on Thursday, Juarez Lincoln will be back here against Nicky Rowe. And then on the Friday, a big game in the district for sure, Edinburgh Vela and Mac High. And let's not forget, Edinburgh Vela rare loss in non-district to Edinburgh Bobcats. They must have a pretty good team. But then the following week, they clobbered Harlingen. So we'll see how
It's been a rivalry that goes back a few years, doesn't it? Edinburgh and, well, I was thinking of Edinburgh High and Harlingen.
Yeah, but it's going to be like, we'll see how Vela does on Friday, but it's going to be a pretty good game. I expect it could be the game of the week.
And here's Garcia, caught the ball at the 6, only gets up to the 11, and a huge tackle made there in the open field by Santiago Izaguirre.
Very nicely done by Santiago. Number 8 brought down number 88. And don't forget that Sebastian Lopez. I hear Sebastian Lopez is the one that had that big catch, the last possession.
Had a 39-yard catch back in the first half. Helped set up the La Jolla field goal. See Coach Shelby in his 7th year as head coach. His counterpart on the La Jolla sideline, Coach Daniel Cortez in his 4th year. And here's Elizondo going to keep this. Able to turn that corner, first down and more. And he's all the way out to about the 30-yard line.
And a good hustle play by Oliver Schwartz. You know, getting back to Coach Shelby, he wanted a game today where his team played consistent on offense, defense, controlling the line of scrimmage. He wanted good special teams play, and he's getting a lot of that.
I think we had a penalty on one of these teams. They're talking this over. Ball spotted at the 33 at the moment.
Steven Martinez will let us know what happened.
Personal foul. Blindside block. Number 33 on defense. 15 yards.
This is the kind of penalty
automatic
that
first
the
down.
Bulldogs are not going to want next week.
Yeah, so that's tacked on to the end of the run. I'll move it from the 33 up to the 48-yard line. That guy was 70 yards in penalties tonight.
That's something definitely Coach Shelby's going to be talking to his squad. Because when you're playing a real good opponent, those are the type of penalties that really, really hurt you. Turnovers and penalties and lack of execution, especially on special teams, can always be the difference in any game.
Here are the Huskies, 1st and 10 near midfield. I think a timeout has been called.
Timeout.
That'll be the second Huskies timeout. We'll take a look at our next webcast. This is going to be Rio Grande City at Memorial High. This will be tomorrow night, Mario. We'll have this one. Tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. That'll be Memorial's homecoming as well. So 2 of the high schools having their homecomings in the same week. And Nicky Rose is next week. Here's a look at the Bulldogs' remaining schedule. Of course, we mentioned Edinburgh Vela. Then they'll have a bye week in early October, followed by their game with Memorial on October 10th. Then La Jolla Palmview on the 17th, at Rio Grande City on the 24th. October 30th against Mission, November 7th against Rowe. And, you know, their 2 McAllen games are both in this stadium. So there's only one more game where the Bulldogs leave the DQ Fan Field, and that'll be when they go to Rio Grande City on October 24th. Other than that, they'll be on their home field. So great chance for them to have a great year.
And they do have a bunch of senior starters.
Yeah, 9 starting on offense. And here's Frisbee. This is Fletcher Frisbee making the sack here. They're going to move him all the way back to the 44-yard line. Loss of 4 on the play.
You've been calling out cash frisbee a number of times, so that was
Fletcher that
said, hey, I'm going to make a name for myself too.
By the way, 8 seniors start on the defense for Mackay, so 17 seniors out of 22 starters.
Those are some pretty nice looking shoes there for the center.
Yeah. And here's Elizondo being rushed, throws, caught in the open field, breaks a tackle and gets into Bulldog territory and has a first down. It's a nice play there by Edgar Garcia, the junior receiver.
Nice pass. Pretty good job of after the catch.
16 yards.
Keep on trucking. There's a couple of juniors on this offensive team that you can build on for this year and get ready for better things when they become seniors. But they got a couple of good players that are juniors.
So 1st and 10 here. Elizondo rolling out, has an open man, breaks a tackle, and then is kind of pinballed forward. That was Ricardo Flores. Bounced off somebody like a bumper car all the way up to the 31-yard line.
Pretty good pass, especially since he was on the move on the rollout. And one of the frisbees again in on the tackle.
Here we see Fletcher Frisbee on the right, Oliver Schwartz on the left. Both of them play with their brothers on the field. There's 2 Schwartz brothers and 2 Frisbee brothers.
How about that? So the odds are pretty high that one of them they're going to make or be in on the tackles.
Yeah, and here's Elizondo, breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage, surges forward to the 25 and a gain of 6. And the Huskies knocking on the door once more. Clock at 8.5 and running.
I mean, it could be real easy where these players are down and they say, forget about it, let's go on to the next game. But got to give credit to Coach Daniel Cortez's Huskies as they're still trying, they're battling. But sometimes you're playing against a superior opponent. It's not easy.
There's Elizondo next to Alaman. 2 receivers to the right. And Elizondo with trouble with the snap is forced to run it. And it's going to be knocked down back at the, looks like the 29. And a loss of 4.
He was lucky he did not fumble because you saw how quickly Cash Frisbee got to the quarterback.
So 2nd down and about 15 now. Clock is just over 7 minutes to go. Elizondo buys himself some time. Wants to run it now, breaks a tackle, and then is caught from behind by the defender, Simon Pardo. We've called Pardo's number a couple of times tonight, haven't we?
Yes, sir. But Elizondo, once again, making a good decision. Was supposed to throw it, couldn't find anybody open, and saw an open seam on the right side, and very nicely done. Tackled also by Simon Pardo, like you said. He's been called out on many occasions.
So 3rd down and 10. Elizondo, nowhere to run, nowhere to throw, and he's going to be brought down. It's Pardo again.
Our goal.
Got maybe a yard there, and that's it. And we'll see what they decide to do here. Huskies 3 for 9 on 3rd down now.
They're going to go for a field goal, Mark. get something positive out of this, and that's the right thing to do.
This will be their kicker, Dylan Lopez. Holder is Elizondo. Ball be spotted at the 35. It's a 45-yard attempt. And kick is up and blocked.
Look out.
It's blocked by the Bulldogs. They can return this. They're able to recover it. That's Owsley. And it's a second block by the Bulldog special teams tonight. They had a block of a punt that resulted in a touchdown, and now they block a field goal. It's Owsley there chasing the ball down. Not sure if it was him that also got the block. But Owsley on the spot there. Of course, the ball ends up way over in Bulldog territory at the 39-yard line. But two big kick blocks here tonight by the Bulldog special teams. .5:31 to go. Man goes in motion. They'll give it to him. That's, I think that's Cedillo. No, that's Matthew Garcia. Matthew Garcia with his first touch tonight.
Junior wide receiver.
It was brought down by Juan Almaguer, the defensive lineman. Gain of 9 on the play. We've got a new quarterback in there. Here's a catch. Run up to about the 21-yard line by Ethan Shelby. New quarterback in there is Luke Laurel. He's a sophomore.
Luke will be the future of the Bulldog quarterbacks.
So Woltoff completed 10 of 12 passes for, 110 yards tonight with 2 touchdowns.
Very, very efficient. His running attack was pretty good too.
The Bulldogs have it at the 21 now. Laurel back to throw. And this is incomplete. Had a couple of receivers in the area. There was Jonah Ramirez and also Alfredo De Leon. Looks like it was behind both of them. There we see Coach Bob Bechtold.
He got a promotion, didn't he?
Yes, he's now the assistant athletic coordinator. Of course, Coach Shelby is the athletic coordinator. Congratulations to Coach Bechtold.
Very well deserved. He's been in this district for a long time.
And that guy's still on the move here with 4 minutes to go. It's Garcia. And Garcia forced back after he crosses the 15.
That play didn't look like it was going anywhere, but Garcia's speed, he got through. Thought they were going to get him right there, but did a good job of moving forward. Makes it a 4th and 3. You expect a short pass here, Mark, or a quick run?
I would say run.
Let's see.
Fewer moving parts. And Coach Shelby still signaling in. Laurel, the quarterback, does want to throw here. He's going to flare this one out to the left, and is going to be brought down short. That was De Leon, the sophomore, brought down. And it'll be a turnover on downs with 3:22 remaining.
Good job by Rolando Martinez. Not allowing a first down.
On behalf of McAllen ISD School Board, our superintendent, Dr. Renee Gutierrez, our athletic director, Brian McClaney, and Lorena Lopez.
See the head coaches for La Joya Juarez Lincoln. Juarez Lincoln taking over the 17-yard line in Bulldog territory. 3:22 to go. the end there was Helgeson. Close-up of him a moment ago. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Gonna hand this off up the middle, though. This looks like Alaman. He gets up to the 20-yard line. Clock will move down under 3 minutes now. On that tackle, that was Helgeson, got the tackle. Oh my goodness.
And our camera crews, they find everything, Mark.
Yeah, part of a cricket.
Even the crickets are having a homecoming day.
Less than 3 minutes to go. And here's Elizondo ready to run the football. It's up to about the 19. He's going to actually lose a yard. Going to bring up 3rd down.
Julio, that was Marco Palacios in on the tackle.
Huskies tonight 3 for 9 on 3rd. Here coming out of the game, we see Marco Palacios. I think a timeout now called.
That famous 2-minute
2-minute
timeout.
Yeah, 2-minute timeout. 42-10 our score. What? We're going to take a break. Be back in for the final 2 minutes in just a moment. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
The McAllen Education Foundation proudly supports teachers.
Since 1996, the foundation has funded innovative teacher grants worth more than $550,000
and benefited close to 60,000 of our students.
These grants allow us to explore our imaginations and open new worlds for our students.
They raise funds by hosting a bowling tournament and helping with the superintendent's golf tournament.
And we appreciate those sponsors who'd made it happen.
You can help too by donating at the McAllen Education Foundation website.
Thank you, McAllen Education Foundation, for all that you do.
And welcome back, and there is Master Control here on the bottom floor is our director at the bottom, Aaron Trevino. Our second half director. First half director was Joe De La Garza. We appreciate our crew. Helps us bring us these games in such expert, tantalizing fashion.
Don't forget, it's an state award-winning group, correct?
They are, yes. Multi-times they've won the state award for the best live sports event.
Awesome. They make our jobs easy up here with all these great camera work and replays.
By the way, that
graphics.
Was 12 yards on 3rd down. And the Huskies able to keep the drive alive, which is now down to 1:30. They've got 1 timeout, but won't use it. Mackay's going to improve to 3-1. There's the press box group. Mr. Celso Gonzalez there, a second from the right, has been calling games on the public address for close to 30 years now as Elizondo runs this. Elizondo able to get up near midfield and be out at the 46-yard line after a pickup of 15. That'll put the Huskies over 100 yards rushing.
Still working hard, Elizondo.
Yeah, these Huskies don't give up, do they?
No, they don't.
The Mackay will be 3-1 overall. They'll be 1-0 in district play, going up against Edinburgh Villa next week. Huskies will fall to 0-4, and they'll be 0-1 in the district. They've got Nicky Rowe next week. That'll be on a Thursday game. That's what we'll have here for you. Elizondo's pass is caught. Clock will continue to run. We're at 42 seconds left, and it'll probably be one more play. So bring up 2nd down. Yeah, this will be the last play of the game. Elizondo wants to throw. He'll go over the middle. He's got a man there. I think a flag is down as his man gets all the way, Alamand that is, all the way inside the 30 to about the 28. They'll stop the clock momentarily to move the chains. We'll see if there's a penalty.
Number 75 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
So that'll push them back.
Clock operator, please run 10 seconds. Ball game.
So Huskies will have one more chance here. So they now have a 2nd and 13 after the holding penalty. And the clock runs, and they won't need to snap the ball again. That's it. The game is over. Mackay Bulldogs defeat the Juarez Lincoln Huskies 42-10. Star of the night, Finn Henderson with 3 touchdowns, a 29-yard catch, a 15-yard catch from quarterback McCoy Woltoff, who was also the homecoming king. Then Henderson also had a 96-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Hunter Morley with 2 touchdown runs, and Helgeson had returned a blocked punt for a touchdown as well. Blocked punt by Cash Frisbee. So hope you enjoyed it. 42-10 our final score. We'll leave you with a look at some highlights. For Mario Reyna, I'm Mark May. Bulldogs win it here tonight. And just want to thank you for watching right here on Football Night in McAllen ISD. Good night.